I do like how they politely tell you exactly how many times you're gonna have to hit them with the stake in order to gain access to the bite. Because those little bars they show you are actually how many swings you need to do. It's very useful. Oh, where am I going? Diseases. Sick citizens can be healed with the appropriate treatment. A healthy citizen helps contribute to blah 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 blah. Probably raises the health. Probably where I'm supposed to go for here. Find the local command post, the guard prevent. This might not be it, I don't know. Someone's yelling stuff nearby? I don't need rats right now. Careful, the endangered citizen may not survive the next night. Go check on him. Shit. Save the shocked man by defeating the skals. Oh. Blinker skal, unknown. I can't get into the door, though. I can't let the skals get them. How will I eat them? How will I eat them if the skals get them? Why are there so many weird doors stacked everywhere in every building I go to? Is there a hole in the floor I can drop? Oop. Hi. If you could not. There we go. Yum, yum, yum. Just filling up for my own sake. There we go. Grab what I can real quick. Petition letter. Mr. Bates must stop. For months, for years maybe, Catogen Bates has exploited us. Mr. Bates must stop. If we had more money or proper jobs, we would never rent any of his extortionate flats. Mr. Bates must stop. We all know what revolting solution he proposes to the woman who can't pay the weekly rent. Mr. Bates must stop. Let's meet him together soon and demand for an immediate change. Is that the guy that's yelling around down? That's him. So this guy... This is the guy that... He allows women to pay for the room with sex. That's... problem. Mr. Bates, have you come into a bad time? Yum, yum, yum. I don't know why I'm doing it. I don't even need the meter. I'm mostly just prepping him to stand still so I can do that to him.
Get away from me! Don't touch me with your disgusting hands!
Take all his shit. That's nice. Taking all his shit. Oh, that's not a good sign. Did you have, Mr. Bates, did you have, housemates? Roommates, I mean. What? The door wasn't even locked? I guess they can't open doors. They're too stupid. Yeah, I'll be taking that as payment.
What? What happened? Who are you?
It's all right, sir. You're safe now.
Oh, a fellow Englishman. Thank you, sir. For a moment, I thought those bloody heathens had killed me.
What are you doing here? This place is not safe.
Yeah, it's a cesspool, but it's mine. I came to collect some overdue rent, but those who still live here have gone completely bonkers.
You're very lucky to be alive.
Yeah, filthy immigrants. Fucking savages, every one of them. And now with this bloody fever, they're just animals.
You can find safety of sorts in Whitechapel. If you're quick and cautious, you'll be able to avoid the savages.
Citizen rescued! You rescued a citizen. He will return to his district the following night. So, if you don't follow up on these situations, they can die. And then I don't get my blood bank for later, so we can't have that. His blood's eh. He's also got a cold, just to add to the pile. Very killable, though. And it's tempting, because he's a shitbag. He's a shitbag, but I gotta brew up his blood, so he can be a blood bag for me. Rusty box of pills.
This is Braille. I need someone who can read this.
An unreadable text written in Braille alphabet with just the title in Roman alphabet, Cure for Blindness. Cure for blindness written in Braille. What if it's just like a cruel joke or something?
You had better return to Whitechapel without delay. It will be safer there.
Safety isn't really an issue in Whitechapel, because you never are, never have been. The old place is falling to pieces. But thank you for the advice, sir.
Yeah, we're not having a talk here. Could eat them right now if I wanted to. But who doesn't want to maximize their output? You don't get more citizens. There's a fixed number. By the way, I've unlocked your door series to hunt now. Bye-bye. I just wandered into this. I wonder if you don't find these certain people, if they will die. Some citizens have quests if you talk to them. They'll always reward your help. I wonder if he could have died if I just didn't happen to wander by. Oh, we're in Whitechapel now. Oh yeah, I wandered right up here. So this is the docks area, hospital, West End, Whitechapel. That must be the 4 zones, right? That's probably West End, just hasn't been explained yet. So Whitechapel's led by Dorothy Crane. We read Albert Palmer, Catagen Bates. I need to get you cured. Yeah, Whitechapel's a mess. Serious condition. Most characters I've heard of so far are sick in one way or another. Not a good look. Oh, more screaming. There it is. There it is. Oh, this one's getting more crowded now, huh? Let's go back to wrong target. I haven't quite followed up on that yet. Kind of got distracted by some nonsense. We're right here, though. Yeah, the same group we were kind of fighting our way through a moment ago. I do want to upgrade my weapon. Is that a hideout up there? No. Any rats around? It's fine. My weapon's working fine. Of course I want to use a sword. It's literally they gave me a fucking sword. I'll use the hell out of the sword. Oh. Ah. Ow. Yeah. Alright. Large numbers of enemies is getting a little messy. There we go. Thank you for that. He's still dead. Wow, he's still alive. Ow. Not what I was going for. There we go. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Ow. Ow. Okay, mistakes were made. Could be going a little cleaner. I'm also going for bites more than I probably should be. Oh, that's probably it. Oh, is that some money? Yep. Nothing around all of here. I can almost see this becoming an hideout for me once I take everyone out. Oh, what was that? Large box of pills, purple quality. That's probably good. Hi. Come on, me. Oh yeah? Look at him flail. Ow. Rude. Report about Pembroke. 2nd November from Scout Lewis Cagney to Mr. Jeffrey McCullum. Object, Pembroke Hospital. Survey. Vampire activity. Sir, having observed the Pembroke Hospital for 2 weeks now, we can confirm the vampire activity there. First, now we have proof of the presence of a female leech inside the hospital. The beast is clever. She acts like a mental patient to hide her true unholy condition. I personally sneaked inside the hospital and heard the creature whining about her need for blood since her body is decaying. But it gets worse. The administrator of the Pembroke Hospital is Dr. Swansea, according to our team leader, Amanda Tilton, who died yesterday in a fight against a skal by the canal. He may be a member of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. If that's true, then there may be something big going on at Pembroke. Maybe even a nest of vampires, protected by those bloody traitors of the Stole. We don't know what to do, but we are convinced you better come quickly with reinforcements and heavy gear. Well, it's a good thing I took them all out, because they were getting ready to be doing some naughty. Used pre-win steak. I bet it's better than my steak, right? There's like a vampire hunting steak. 10 stun, 15 stun. Bit more stamina used. I'll take it. A modern steak made of best alloy, with the pre-win symbol engraved in the grip. Does leveling this thing up make it do... Yeah, that makes it do 15 stun. 20, 20... Oh, yep. That's how you get the stun to go way higher. This one actually has a higher cap. And that's a lot of stun. Yes. Also, you feel vaguely badass running around with staking people, even though you yourself are the vampire. In fact, I'm a vampire staking normal people, which is really funny. You think they'd be a little bit more than just stunned by being staked. Maybe I'm just not good at staking yet. The Great Hunt. Hail to our fallen comrades. A page probably stolen from some sort of manual or guide. Hail to our fallen comrades, hail to their bravery, for we prevailed. The Guard prevailed, my brothers. We hunted them down, the enemies of mankind, hidden in the dark tunnels of our modern cities. We found them in their nests and dens, and they perished. We brought the fires of battle to the blackest pits. Never had such a large-scale war been engraved by mortals against immortals. Remember this victory, my brothers, for it seals and proves our methods. Never sleep, never surrender, never give up. Yes, my brothers, our method is good, and England is safer tonight thanks to you. Thanks to those of us bitten and killed by the enemy, or our trembling hand when they turned against us. Do not tremble, my brothers. Do not doubt. I cry tonight for the fallen comrades. I cry for I'm an old man who finally saw my goal accomplished as I live my last years on this earth. The Guard, or Priwen, is only half a century old, and we have already accomplished much more, the traitors of St. Paul, in half a millennium. This was our first great hunt. Let them leeches who survived our wrath remember we won't stop. From The Adversary, by Kendall Stone, founder of the Guard of Priwen. So fitting to the Bloodborne comparison, this entire game seems to be taking place during a vampire hunt, and that's why there's so many random dudes just out to get you in the street constantly. Rather particular. The similarities are probably only going to grow over time. All the way down to, yes, like even the movement and dashing and everything is very specifically more Bloodborne than Dark Souls. I think that was also the game where they went with simple flat bars as opposed to all the extra like metal looking details that were trimming around the health bars in the Souls and Demon Souls series. Bloodborne just had really basic bars on the top of the screen. I'm sure the similarities might only grow over time. The jump from beasts and werewolves to vampires isn't exactly a dramatic one either. We took out their base, so we can tell Thelma that they should be safe now. It's a little concerning that the people she thought were spying on her were real, in part because that might mean that, I mean, we're running with the assumption that her claim of being a vampire is false, and yet her claim of being stalked for being a vampire was true. Go figure. I figure I'll make the round trip and go talk to her. I can go either way. It's tempting at times, of course, to carefully just do the nearest possible objective at all times and not constantly go back and forth. But the downside of that, while you waste less time, you also have continuity confusions where you keep trying to remember what people are talking about later. Have I been in here yet? Oh yeah.
As for me, what a blundering idiot.
Now where is she hiding out? Oh, I'm locked on. That was confusing. Thelma.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Tell me, Thelma, what do you really know about vampires?
I saw one and he saw me. I watched him hunt and kill. I saw his terrible wounds heal as his victim died. And then I knew I was saved.
You mean you actually saw a vampire? Here in London?
Yes. And it has been the answer to my pain. I must drink and kill to regenerate my decaying body. I am a vampire too.
2000. So she just saw a vampire and was like, ah, yes, me too. I'm like, that's not how that works. That is not how that works. You can't just gain it through osmosis or sight.
No, you are deluded. You think you crave blood, but you have no physical need for it. You have no idea what that is like.
But what am I feeling? It cannot only be in my head. I know my flesh is rotting. I feel it. It disgusts me.
I have made inquiries about the men who were tracking you, Miss Howcroft.
I did not expect a mortal to have this sort of courage. Speak, Doctor. Why are they hunting me down?
It was a misunderstanding. These hunters were in fact looking for a very different creature, but they mistakenly put their sights on you.
I knew it. I have become undone. Those hunters have discovered me, but they don't know what I'm capable of.
If you'll accept some advice from a petty mortal, I think you should assume a low profile and just quietly disappear into the shadows.
You are right. And you have served me well, mortal. Take this as a reward for your time. Perhaps I will allow you to drink deep of my blood. One day.
Thank you. I'll keep that proposition in mind. I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Hopefully she doesn't just like vanish or something. We finished the investigation, and also we maxed the hell out of her meter. A watery, rich blood sample. That almost seems like a contradiction to those two descriptors. I want to see about upgrading my sword. And my stake, technically. I don't really have what I need to cure basically anything. Oh. Light blood serum, 60 health. This heals 60 blood points instantly. This heals 300 instantly and 150 over time. A bit pricey. You gotta put a lot of stuff together for these things. Oh, the watery rich blood sample is one of the ingredients too. So you need to also keep getting blood samples to do this. Dragonbane. It's so comical that how could I not? Also, absorbing blood points sounds fantastic. Even if it's not a ton. It's a very specific, unique capability. Common handle parts and lead plate. It's the same materials, I just need to get even more of them. Okay, yeah, level 4 is when you start needing new materials that you haven't had till now. So I'll have that soon enough, probably. Tiny common handle part. It's getting even more specific. Alright. So this is how I can get more materials. The bottle of cheap gin is only good for a glass vial. Small bag of junk. Let's get parts out of these things. Yeah. So this is how I get the crafting materials I need. Let's just commit. I'm not crazy about the ones that only give you glass vials. Half-empty bottle of cheap gin. It can be recycled to components. It doesn't even say this is average resale value. This just says, eh. Alright, fine. Let's just be straight about this. I want to kill this guy. Clay Cox. Suffering from fatigue. Well, we wouldn't want to have that, would we? Poor man. Fatigue. I've got just the thing, good buddy. Just the thing. Just the thing. Let's do it. He seems like an ideal first target. That and the apartment guy. Because they're awful people and they're rank 1. But this is somebody I'm specifically already prepared to take out. He's already maxed out. He was already a tutorial man, but now he's become an extended tutorial man. Who the hell is that? Did he leave already? Clay Cox, there he is. But who is that stranger?
Miss, please, I feel sick. Get over here now.
We've dodged death so many times. Oswald, you can't just die like this.
Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight. I've lost my mate. Can't find him anywhere.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid from the Pembroke Hospital. Please, calm down and give me more details.
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir. We were en route for the hospital, but... well, we had a disagreement. And Oswald ran off towards the canal.
How long have you been searching for him?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats. Can't stand them since the war, sir. Can't stand them at all.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survived the trenches suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend. What can you tell me about yourself?
I'm Oswald's best friend. We served in the same regiment, sir. We've taken care of each other since we came back from the front.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Oswald Thatcher. We survived the war together. Oswald is nervous and quite fragile since we came back from the war.
This is a dangerous part of town. What are you doing here?
We were looking for the Pembroke Hospital. We both need help. Treatment, I mean. To get some sleep. Just need to feel better, sir.
Where was your friend the last time you saw him?
He went down by the canal. He didn't want to go to the hospital. I think he went to the sewers on purpose. So I couldn't go after him.
I have all the information I need for now. If I find anything out about your friend, I'll let you know as soon as I can.
Thank you, Dr. Reid.
Surprise, he's an imaginary friend. Additional side effect of the trauma. Wait, where'd you go? Hey, Clay Cox, don't wander off on me like that. You had me worried.
Hey, Doc.
RB to check the medical status of the citizen. Healing a citizen will increase the blood quality and reward you with XP. The health status of the district will also improve. Okay.
You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Cox. I hope you're starting to take better care of yourself.
This place is full of sickness and decay. How could I get better in such a dump?
Consider yourself lucky that I'm treating all of my patients equally. But don't push your luck.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way. And also weaknesses that can be exploited.
Oh, you want to hear about my weaknesses, do you? Is that what you want to do? Recovering. No blood loss. Oh, look at him. No relationships, huh? Really, not even with your wife? Weird. Maybe you can only have relationships with people that are within the same community, and he's listed as being part of the hospital for some reason instead of Whitechapel, which is kind of weird, actually. Come with me, and you'll be pretty fucking dead. As it turns out, you'll be really goddamn dead. Why this way? We're going towards the hospital. Isn't this just going to make it more suspicious when we kill him in the middle of this area? Well, I will say at least we're wearing clothes now. Got this nice jacket on. Not running around like a lunatic with a bloody shirt that has holes in it, as if to clearly imply that we were the one that was wounded in it, which is true. Although a lot of the blood was other people too. I'm gonna get my first kill. See, this is how it starts. I justify it. I'm like, this guy, he's a good victim because he's a bad person and he deserves it, and I'm actually making the society better by killing him, aren't I? But then, like a drug addict, I just keep expanding and expanding and making more excuses. And before long, I'm like that guy from Saw, where it's like, you smoked cigarettes, you didn't respect your life enough, you deserve to die.
I killed, extorted, stole. Now I die. Fuck it. I'll live the way I wanted.
The district will soon suffer the consequences of your action. Not sure how I feel about the fact that there's like a meter that suffers the consequences, as opposed to like just social interactions between characters based on how they value that particular character. Embraced. It's really funny to me that the game calls it embraced specifically. Like, they don't even... They make it... It's like they're making it easier on you by not saying that he was killed. Which is almost like what you're doing, because you're abstracting the deaths of human beings for your own gain. It wasn't even worth that much. Okay, so this Newton Blight was the last of this little group here, so I need to find his friend, and then we'll have the entirety of the hospital discovered. There's even more communities to find. Why did we kill him in the hospital? Why don't we just escort him to the same shitty place I almost killed him the first time? Just strikes me as a strange choice. Back to investigations. Oh, I forgot to get his knife. Let's get it anyway. Does it let me get it anyway?
Time has lost its effect on me.
My bad, I got a little distracted and didn't get his knife. But if I get his knife, then it's just mine now, right? Oh, that's how it is. I killed him because I just want to get his knife. I'm like, fuck it, it's mine now.